So, but anyway, first and foremost, congratulations to your Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl 56 NFL champions for the year 2021 into 2022, whatever you say. Sean McVay, no more naysayers. The wonder kid. Oh, we went to a Super Bowl, but he lost, I don't know. I was doubting the guy. I was going, I don't know about this guy. He's a good-looking guy. He's young, and everybody got excited. I don't know. I played Pop Warner football in third grade for a couple of weeks before my dad saw the CTE coming, and he pulled me out. Very smart move on his behalf. Thank you very much to him. He also probably saw the way I was running, but, the reason why I was running that way is because he bought me an adult-sized cup, and I was in fucking third grade, and I swear to God, not only could you not fucking kick me in the balls, I wouldn't feel it, you also couldn't give me a roundhouse to my hips. The fucking thing was so big, I wouldn't have felt anything. But I was also running down the field like I've been riding horses. I want to play wide receiver, and I ended up fucking playing the offensive line. This kid's got no wheels. Fucking, that's what they said. Everybody, I remember the first day of practice, everybody run down to that fence and come back, and I'm fucking waddling. And there's fucking kids I was beating in outdoor recess. I'm like, why the fuck are they running so goddamn fast? This helmet must be heavy. And I kept the cup, the jock strap, because I wanted to fucking play. And that dream never happened. It just sat in my underwear drawer. And then one day I was in high school, and I was looking at the thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I fucking put it on. I'm like, Jesus Christ, he bought me the adult size. But because of that fuck up, other avenues opened. And now I tell shit jokes and fucking from here to Albuquerque up to fucking Duluth, over to fucking Saskatchewan, out to Perth. I've been all over. I've been everywhere, man, telling my fucking shit jokes. So anyway, congratulations to Sean McVay, living up to the hype. He coached a great game. It was a fucking great game. I don't want to hear any bullshit about the officiating, because that fucking wide receiver on the Bengals, that was one of the slickest fucking face masks you ever. I can't get mad at that ref for missing it. He gave him the old, what's that over there, huh? It's like he tapped him on the shoulder and he helped his head go around. So they got a touchdown there. So I can't get mad at that ticky-tack first hold call that they called at the end of the fucking game. And then those other ones that they called, the Bengals were doing it. I was a Joe Burrow Bengals guy and all of that. Condolences to the Bengals fans. I'll get to you guys in a second. I got to give LA props. You won the fucking title with the goddamn motherfucking Lakers. You won a title with the Dodgers. I've always liked the Dodgers because the Red Sox could never beat the fucking Yankees back in the day. And so I rooted for them in 77, 78, and in 81. And 88, I always rooted for him. I love Tommy Lasorda. And I also love the Dodgers. I always, Dusty Baker, Ron Say, Davey Lopes. I loved all of them. Steve Yeager! Bill Russell. I loved all of those guys. Was it also Bill Russell? Bill Russell, the Celtic, but was also one of them there a pitcher, Bill Russell? Fernando Valenzuela. Kirk Gibson, all of them. So you won that, and there's one other one. You won some. You won a couple of cups. They won the Stanley Cup, a World Series, a Super Bowl, and an NBA title. I know they have two fucking NBA teams, but it's the fucking Clippers. They didn't win in San Diego. They haven't won here either. But anyway, home teams of the NFL, when they play at home in the Super Bowl, are undefeated. 2 years in a row. Congratulations to Matthew Stafford. All of those years playing for the Detroit Lions, the only guy who went in and got out alive since fucking Bobby Lane, comes here and wins a fucking NFL title and made that trade, the Jared Goff trade. It just, they did it. Their defense played great. They held those front four for a while, and then they just became a fucking problem. And congratulations to them. It was a great fucking game. I knew it was going to be a good game. Some people were saying a blowout, the Rams and all of that. And it was a really fascinating game where there was like a moment there, other than Odell Beckham's yards, where it was just like, it's like, is a running back going to have the most fucking receiving yards in this game? And I got to tell you, how many fucking times were they going to get beat on that day? The third check down with that fucking running back just standing out there for the screen pass. That was money for them all day long. Just an amazing game. And condolences to Cincinnati Bengal fans. Here is the upside. Your defense played good enough. Joe Burrow, I mean, you got the quarterback of the future. You got a golden boy there under center. You got the running back. You got the receiving core. Gee, what will you be drafting next year? What are you moving up in the draft for? That offensive line, man, it just, granted they were going up against the best, but they also delivered, against the Chiefs after the embarrassing performance against the Titans. But it was just a fucking great game. And, there's nothing more to say, and I am a Bengals fan now. I'm always a Patriots fan, but I'm rooting for the Bengals because I love their history, and I was really hoping that the error that Paul Brown, one of the few errors he ever made, letting Bill Walsh go and bringing the offense that he created out to the 49ers that then became known as the West Coast offense. It was developed in Cincinnati, and I was really hoping that they were finally going to get their ring. But I think that they have one in the future. All they need is an offensive line. They got everything else. They got the coach. They got the owner. Obviously, the great fan base and all that type of shit. And it was just an awesome game. And we had a great Super Bowl party, impromptu, because there was a couple guys, buddies of mine, came into town. What happened? They were trying to get tickets and everything. And it was like fucking $6,000 for nosebleeds, or you could just stay at home on a flat screen TV, hit pause and all of that shit. I missed the halftime show, but I saw a little bit of Dr. Dre and Snoop, and like LA really did the halftime show right, and I think it's so awesome that all of those legends from LA and the amount of shit they got when they first came out, Snoop, NWA, all of those guys. It was so great that they got to go up there and fucking do what they should have been able to do a long time ago. So that was great, too. It was just a fucking great game all the way around. And we ended up having this great Super Bowl party. We had squares going. We had some food. And old Billy fucking Shakespeare. I got an acting gig coming up, so I've been dropping weight. I didn't have any Super Bowl food whatsoever. I have my special fucking Freckles meals, and I ate those things. I actually at one point almost gave in, but instead I had an apple and some peanuts. My one sin was I had one of those mini root beers afterward when I was smoking a couple of cigars with my buddies, and it was great. Everybody had a good time. Nia bet some squares, so she was in on the game and everything. So anyway, I am locked in. Today was the big test. Today was the big test with the Super Bowl fucking party and all of that shit, where I was just like, am I going to be able to lay off? Oh, man. What I laid off, they had this fucking buffalo something dip. There were wings. They had the mozzarella sticks, my favorite. Takes me back to the East Coast, even though they don't fucking make them right out here. What else did we have? What else didn't I eat? Oh, there was chips. There was desserts. There was booze. Oh, there was booze. All my old friends were there. The bourbon, the beers, the brown, the clear, it was all going. Everybody was having a good time. And old fucking fucking Johnny Appleseed was sitting there eating a fucking apple and peanuts. What are you going to do? It is what it is. I hate it at night, but I like it in the morning when you wake up. You know, you wake up and your stomach's a little flatter. You start looking in the mirror. I still got it, right? Yeah. If I wanted to, I could make the taxi squad of one of these fucking teams. Speaking of taxi squads, how the fuck, my one criticism of the Bengals, how the fuck do you take a penalty? You're not even in the game. You're not even wearing a uniform. I missed that because I was giving my daughter a bath and shit. I missed the very end of the half. I guess this guy ran out on the field to celebrate an interception. Jesus fucking Christ. If that guy was still on the sidelines for the rest of the game, I don't know. I don't know what I have to say about my new adopted franchise, the Cincinnati Bengals. It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for obvious reasons with Tom Brady and Gronkowski and all of them. But now that the great Tom Brady has retired, you know, I gotta go with the Bengals. I'm rooting for the Pats and I'm rooting for the Bengals, and I'm hoping you know, Mac Jones keeps improving and all of that type of stuff, and then we have great showdowns with them. You know, that the Joe Burrow Mac Jones thing becomes what the great Peyton Manning Tom Brady battles were. Either way, if just as a football fan, it's great to see, you know, another what looks like great quarterback coming along. You know, it's great for the game. It's great for the game. You got to have the great field generals, the Patrick Mahomes, all of them to step in when the Drew Brees is retired. Once again, congratulations to the Los Angeles Rams, Sean McVay, all of those guys. Oh my God! So I even forgot half the drama of the game. Odell Beckham getting hurt, was having the game of his life. So great to see him get a ring. 99, I forget his fucking name. I shouldn't, but I got two kids under the 5 and under, man. I don't know anybody's names anymore. He wreaked havoc, and he got himself a ring. Very happy for them. Cooper Kupp, all of those guys. And like I said, the Bengals are going to be a problem in the future. They just got to get an offensive line. I mean, if they have an offensive line, they're Super Bowl champions right now, man. It's just so they are that fucking close. And I know as much as Bengal fans were excited to get Joe Burrow in the draft, there's no fucking way, especially after that knee injury, you thought you were going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl in just his second year. And not only that, he beat the Kansas City Chiefs, that fucking juggernaut offense. He went toe-to-toe with them, and their defense stopped them in the AFC Championship game. So nothing to hang your heads about. But we've all been there as fans, having your team lose the big one. It sucks, but nothing but bright stuff in the future. I'm not even going out on a limb. Everybody knows that. That is it.